Real quickly before we jump into the video, if you guys are interested in G Fuel at all, if you go over to gfuel.com right now and apply code ESPRESSO at checkout, it gives you 30% off for the next few days rather than just the standard 10%. So if you're looking to take advantage of a deal, now's a better time than ever. That said, back to the regularly scheduled content. I'm gonna be real with you. I know that I've said that Black Ops 4 has some massive updates and we progressively have had multiple updates that keep outdoing each other, but I'm being dead serious when I say this is the biggest update Call of Duty Black Ops 4 has ever had, and it's insane. Like, when we talk about what we're gonna detail here in this video, some of this might blow your mind for hopefully the better, because I think that truly we're getting into the, I know it's a meme, Black Ops 4 2.0. Like, there are so many things we're gonna talk about here in this video that are just absolute next level and changes that are absolutely fantastic and for the better. So much to talk about, let's just jump right into it. First things first, the brand new operation coming up at the end of Operation First Strike has been officially detailed here for us, and it kind of is the overarching umbrella of everything we'll talk about here today. It looks like we're gonna be getting the update for this on Monday, not Tuesday, because some of the stuff that we'll talk about here actually starts on Monday, not necessarily on Tuesday when the event itself kicks off. But Operation Absolute Zero is that brand new event we'll be seeing for presumably the next 52 days after Tuesday or so, if it follows the same similar pattern as Operation First Strike. And the one thing that I do want to mention that is absolutely insanely awesome here for us as players is that the detailed description of this is that it's a massive new series of content and the next phase in our commitment, talking about Treyarch, to making Black Ops 4 the most frequently updated and best supported game in our studio's history. So I'm excited for what's on deck, but first things first, Absolute Zero introduces us to a brand new specialist, and it is not what any of us probably expected. It actually is, though, something that we've seen teased in Black Ops 4 already. If you remember that Easter egg on Frequency where we talked about the Black Hat hacker, looks like this is actually it, because our brand new first post-launch specialist is named Zero, a versatile and deadly hacker available in multiplayer and Blackout. Zero can disrupt and distract her enemies using powerful hacking tools at her disposal, bringing counteractive measures to the table in Black Ops 4. Now, while it's not necessarily detailed what exactly the sort of utility and ultimate, if you want to call them that, what hers are, it would make sense that an EMP grenade is what we saw in that teaser, but it also is something that, while vaguely worded, might be an anti-specialist specialist, if that makes sense. But how players will be able to gain access to Zero is by simply playing in Black Ops 4 and Absolute Zero. All you have to do is get to tier 1, which is literally log on. You start at tier 1 of the brand new Black Market progression. Then you'll be able to jump in and play with Zero to your heart's content. After Specialist, we got detailed new weapons. We have 3 of them coming as of Tuesday: the Damon 3XB SMG, the SWAT RFT Assault Rifle, and the Secret Santa melee weapon. Now, the first 2 of those we actually see in the initial key art for Operation Absolute Zero. The Secret Santa melee weapon is not something we see in this just yet, and I don't think we've seen anything regarding it at the moment, but this also will be something that comes along with weapon camos, reactive camos, and reticles to unlock along the way as a part of the brand new Black Market. Now, unfortunately, these weapons are going to be locked behind tier progression, but we'll talk about it in just a second. But a quick little rundown is the Black Market actually is now shrunken. So instead of 200 tiers, it's 100, and everything in that first 100 is guaranteed right up front. It's the item that you see right there, guaranteed. There's no reserves in the first 100 items. So it should hopefully not only one, be quicker, but also a more guarantee of all that kind of stuff. And so we'll see those added in as well. But if you don't have the ability to jump in and check those out immediately, you don't have whatever these are situated in the tier progression at, if you don't reach that rank, Blackjack's gun game is going to be returning to Black Ops 4 for the first time. We saw that in Black Ops 3, in which it's a gun game with DLC weapons. So that'll be very cool. I mean, I don't know exactly how in-depth it can actually be to Blackjack's gun game, because, I mean, we only have 3 DLC weapons in Black Ops 4 outside of the base weapons, but I digress. Let's break into a little bit of the Black Market discussion, because this is honestly completely redone. It's honestly looking great. I think there's still a few things that are question marks that I'd like to get some more information on before saying that it's absolutely where it needs to be, but it is making strides to be better. That said, firstly, we mentioned that it's more consolidated. It's something that you don't have as many tiers, and you have the first 100 items being clearly defined. It's the real article. What you see is what you get. That said, there still are going to be black operations where there are reserves, but they don't happen until after tier 100. After those first items are guaranteed, that's when you start to get into the RNG stuff, but it's not something where you're gonna go full pages before getting something guaranteed to you in that progression. So while it might still be a grind, we don't have any information on if the time for each of the tiers has changed. While it's a little bit of time, you at least know what you're going to be getting. Plus, with that guaranteed, we still have those daily tier skips. So that means that assuming that the event itself is going to be the same as Operation First Strike, that's 52 days. That's over half the tiers cleared right there. So that's something that is absolutely great in my opinion, and something that I'm very much so looking forward to, because that only means you have to play about an hour a day, if that, assuming there are going to be some intermittent weekends of double tier progression or any bundles that go on sale that people may want to buy. So it's going to be a lot easier to get that air quote max item in the contraband stream. One big question mark that we do have right now though is that we don't know where exactly these brand new weapons are going to be in terms of the rankings for the brand new tiers. It could be something they're right up front, it could be something that they are loaded on the back end, or it could be something they're spread out evenly. So maybe 25, 50, 75 or something like that. But regardless, we do have those there, but it should be easier to obtain those weapons. We also end up seeing that we'll have a lot more content in what we see in the contraband stream and also the reserves as well. We're going to have weapon camos, which I'm super happy about. We're gonna have new reactive camos, new mastercrafts. One that was detailed was the ABR 223 is gonna have a brand new mastercraft in the contraband stream. New blackout characters are gonna be happening. Ultimus, the original Zombies cast, is gonna be something in the contraband stream. Obviously, we have that specialist named Zero at tier 1, so available for play immediately. Then one awesome thing also is that while they are introducing gestures, calling cards, and other personalization items, they're not adding any new decals for specialist items, so they don't water out the loot pool with anything that's absolute garbage. Now, that I think is a great step in the right direction. It's almost similar to the pistol grips from World War II, that sort of thing, where not many people were really too fond of them, but they kept getting added in. Instead, now these are being taken out, or rather not added in anymore, so it should make the items in the contraband stream this season a lot more enjoyable. Outside of the black market, Blackout and Zombies got a bunch detailed here for it. And let's start out with Blackout, because you know I'm a huge fan of Blackout, but this is honestly where we're probably gonna see the most changes out of pretty much all this stuff. Zombies is actually up there, but I think that Blackout might take the cake a little bit. With that being said though, the festivities are gonna start on the 10th, not the 11th, so Monday you'll be able to jump into Blackout probably 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and 6 p.m. GMT, but you're gonna be able to jump in and immediately notice some awesome things. Firstly, there's gonna be new map visual differences. There's gonna be different seasonal foliage and softer winter lighting. Smoke trails are being added in, probably a new customization item there, which will allow players to be able to see where players are dropping, so that'll be rather interesting. Subtle environment improvements are coming to Nuketown Island, Hydro Dam, and Factory. If I were to guess, one of those being Hydro Dam, I think that that's gonna be iced over, because we're seeing this sort of wintry seasonal foliage change that was mentioned, so I'm guessing there's gonna be some snow-covered tops or something, but I think that we might be seeing some ice on Hydro Dam. I think that'd be cool to be able to walk across the ice there. But that's just my guess, and I don't want to take too much time away from it. But we're also going to be seeing, in terms of map changes, Hijacked. It's finally confirmed, no longer speculation. Hijacked is debuting on PlayStation 4 on December 11th. So not Monday, but Tuesday, that comes in. Additionally, you can also end up checking out a brand new armored vehicle, the ARAV, or ARAV maybe, armored vehicle. It's a mounted LMG on the back, so it's a multiple player usable vehicle, and I'm really interested to see how this plays out, because this might change for meta even in solos, where you can swap seats and switch to the mounted machine gun in the back while chasing somebody down. Again, the specialist of Zero is going to be available in Blackout. You're also going to have new different variations of the 9 crew in Blackout, with brand new character missions available for that, so be on the lookout for those. And as mentioned, by more customization items, there's going to be a ton added in on December 11th, so Tuesday, for Blackout customization. Now, before we get into some even future changes coming up in the near future for Blackout, the other things that were detailed that are actually absolutely massive are: 1, audio improvements, so probably an entire audio overhaul of the system in place and how we hear things and how accurate they are, but also the armor repair system is finally coming. Thank you, Treyarch. I am so excited for this one, being an aggressive player that late game always comes into contact with people camping with level 3s, or that I don't have as much armor because I took gunfights that maybe others wouldn't have. We also have some weapon balancing, including the SDM and the Spitfire, and a whole ton of other things coming as well. On top of all of that, we're not done there. That's the stuff that will be coming in the patch on Monday and Tuesday, but in the near future, we'll also end up seeing the addition of custom games let's talk about streaming with you guys playing some Blackout. Weapon camos are going to be coming. They're not coming immediately, but they're on the horizon. Stash interface updates on console, holiday map decorations, throwable snowballs, new seasonal special event tiers, in-game promos, gameplay improvements, and more. So there is so much coming to Blackout, and I can't even fathom it, man. I am super excited for this. Closing out this video, we'll talk about zombies because there is so much added in for you zombies lovers as well. Things like daily callings, the Black Ops authenticity stamp system, a daily tier skip system for zombies, and so much more. So talking about these a little bit further, the daily callings will provide new gameplay challenges that reward players with bonus XP and Nebulium Plasma when completed. These are gonna be daily challenges so you can maximize your earnings and level up faster, and I think that's absolutely huge. The Black Ops authenticity stamp is a system that gives players the ability to verify and share results of their games that will track the number of kills, deaths, downs, revives, headshots, rounds survived, map selection, game type, number of players, difficulty attempted, and so many other things that will essentially be able to provide that, hey, I did this challenge legit, check it out. And for those of you guys that are interested in sharing those results, it's gonna be so much easier with the Black Ops authenticity stamp. Outside of that, the other big thing, the tier skips, it's finally happening for you zombies fans, and I'm hoping that it goes full bore. I'm hoping it's not just this one little toe dip into the water, but daily tier skips, all you have to do is get to round 15 in any classic map of zombies, and you'll be awarded one tier in your progression for the black market. Now again, talking about going full bore, I'm hoping that this indicates that your playtime in zombies also translates over into black market progression, because that was the biggest thing with Operation First Strike that I thought was total BS. You put in hours and hours and hours into zombies and get nothing to show for it in terms of that black market progression. So hopefully this is something that it's not just a tier skip, but you also get that time counting towards your black market progress as well. On the 13th, the Winter Calling event for zombies is gonna start, which will give new personalization rewards, and then also in 2019, factions, new event callings, and phase 2 of the Black Ops authenticity stamp system will go even further into making the zombies experience that much greater. The one thing that I will say before we wrap this up in terms of this huge update is that we got a little bit more information on what is League play. That was something that was previously scheduled for right around the first event, and we kind of thought maybe that was even part of the last title update. There was 14 gigabytes or 22 gigabytes depending on the platform where you're on, but League play has actually been pushed back now to early 2019. So I'm assuming first, second week of January. So just a little more of a holdout of a wait. I know that might be a little bit of a bummer for some people, but that is something that it just got pushed back ever so slightly. That said, that is the big update coming. We're gonna break down more stuff as we get more information on it, and of course there's more stuff to showcase for you guys as the days progress and we move forward towards Monday with the title update and Tuesday with the Operation Absolute Zero kicking off. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Again, this is so much, and dare I say Black Ops 4 2.0. Because like, this is absolutely nuts. I'm actually blown away. We talked about the idea of an update comparable to the Division overhaul from World War II, and this might be close to that. But that said, that's where we're gonna wrap it up. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you drop a like down below. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. I'm gonna stay up to date with all things Black Ops 4, multiplayer, Blackout, zombies. We got you covered with the best of updates, news, information, tips, tricks, best class setups, all that good stuff. We got you covered. So if any of that interests you, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a single thing. We're gonna keep giving you guys the best content here, especially going into Operation Absolute Zero. I'm so excited, man. Hit that subscribe button if you guys want to stay up to date with all of that. But if you guys want to follow me over on Twitter and Instagram, those are the best places as well to get connected with me outside of YouTube. Practically live on both those. So if you guys want to strike up a conversation, ask me a question, whatever it may be, that link is down there in the description below. But let's head out of the way. Thanks so much for watching. My name's been Espresso. I'll see you guys later. Take care. Get ready for the next version of Black Ops 4. It's gonna be big. Peace.